Hello, namaste, my friendo. Now, today topic is really interesting topic. Today I want to talk about my first week of coding. So, any anybody you who like nobody knows, but I am learning C++. Basically, since I want to do like game development, that's why I'm learning C++. And honestly, the the biggest part about this thing is like I'm not learning any other language, and I have directly start learning C++, and I have no idea of how the programming actually works. I i have actually finished this CS50X course on YouTube by Harvard, and it was like I get some sort of idea of what is happening under underneath the hood of computers. And since I have no option to skip the programming things, coding thing, and do game development without it, so yes, I just started it anyway since I don't have any option. And yes, this is the inspiration I'm so sorry impression video of my first week in coding. Now, what happened is that like I have learned a lot of stuff. First of all, I get used to with syntax, if I'm right. So syntax really annoying, basically annoying, but actually, since it's my first and only language I am learning, I don't care. Like I don't care much, and so I have already embed like thoughts about coding is hard. So yes, it is hard for me. I I constantly having a lot of doubts about why the things working as they do. Since like some functions you like in lead code, this website, you are just writing a function, not actually the main thing, huh? And in entire one C++ software, you can only have one main source code, I guess source file. That is annoying. Since I have no idea like why the things is working in this way, so I have just accepted thing. Now there is a like today like right now I am on a week marathon where I have decided to finish 50 problems from lead code within this week. And I like, of course, today was one of the day, and I started. What happened is that like when I started solving a one problem and another, I kind of get totally lost into programming. Like really, when the things is working, it is amazing. Like it feels like you have some sort of powers. Oh my god! And actually, this feels like God wants. To be precise, I feel like I can do something really amazing with this thing. Then I create my own problems like how can I add sequence of numbers into one, like a sequence of numbers without actually one by one adding them. Then I do some programming problems from lead code, which is like this do sum problem where you like summing in like integers. Then there is a Roman problem where you give you give the you basically give a number and computer making it into the Roman letters, and vice versa. There was a problem of finding a number of characters into a string of a last character, like of a last word of that sentence. These sort of problems, like it's it's actually easy. It is actually easy problems. However, I am a noob and I have just started in understanding the syntax, only syntax, and how the things are working, like variables, functions, how this is created, and those of things. I really like it, and I'm still having problem on easy problems, but I think I can say that I'm getting used to with coding. Now today I have finished like 5 problems, and honestly after this video, after like doing this video, I will like, oh, I could solve maybe a 2 or 3. What I'm right now doing is not actually try to code everything myself, since of course I never code. So didn't even an I don't even have an idea of how to code or solve a problem. So what am I doing is, first of all, like reading a problem from this code, this lead code, and try to understand what I am what I am trying to do. And then and then what I do is try to think like, how can it implement in a code, like what I do. If I understand it and that work, really good. If it's not, I'm not wasting my time to figure out why not. So what I'm doing is just copy pasting that question into ChatGPT or DeepSeek and understanding how they do what they do, what they did, sorry. And that is how I am learning right now. Well, it is sort of like a cheating, but honestly, when you have no idea of what you are doing, cheating is the sort of like this technique or maybe trick would be rather better for you to understand what you are actually doing. And that's what I'm doing right now. Now there are a lot of things about the coding. I would say that first of all, there is a, like I there is a YouTuber named the Cherno. I have talked about him in last couple of videos, in one of my last videos, but talking about him once again, that I am following his game engine making tutorial since I am give up. I have gave up on this thought for a while, because whatever he was doing, it was really speed up. He was really fast, so fast. I have no idea what he was doing at all. And since I really have like urge to do it, so I have started, but now I have give, and I have no regrets about this thing. Honestly, there are a lot of thoughts I have, but yeah, more or less my impression of coding are sort of like this. Now there is another thing, like in coding I found that we are doing math stuff. Like there is a lot of maths in coding, and honestly, since I like maths from my high school, although I didn't do any practice for like 2 years, ever since I passed from my high school, it's been 2 years. So really I do have a problem in maths. But what I think is that right now, focusing on coding and programming in general and understanding how the things are working as they do, and when I get to the grips, and probably a job, and I guess any kind of job would be a junior, or maybe just honestly like 100 or maybe $200 per month job would be great, honestly too. So I get it, then I will like start focusing on my math skill, also the AI stuff, since right now I also started the other course. It is not a course, I guess it is also the video from Harvard University about the like introduction to AI. like yes, introduction to AI, and that is what I am currently watching. So yeah, there is this is the thing I am doing currently on a learning aspect of my life. What is happening to me right now is I having trouble juggling from one aspect to the another. Now what is happening? Now what I'm trying to do is to first to make a game that sells better, and also that like people want to play. It's not just like a better selling game, but but actually a better playable game. And my whole idea is coming from GTA's Gintama and these sort of big titles. I am kind of doubting myself that even if I can do it. Well, there are some big plans, but I don't think I would ever going to. I would like to try it. I want to just focus on the one plan and only plan. Whatever the outcome I will have to follow this plan, I am going to accept. And what happened is that like today when I look at how will I approach, even approaching, like how can I even start making the game, I was lost, totally lost, that I don't even know where to start. That's the big issue with like game development. You like people like me don't have any skills, but have an idea or maybe the most ambition to make a triple A game. But just to start, it's a hurdle. You can just start. That's the even that is the big hurdle. You need a lot of stuff, like you need at least enough idea about what you are doing, and that's what I don't have. Although I have figured out a lot of stuff about how the story I wanted to tell, what sort of activities I wanted to give overall, what sort of feelings I want to provoke in the players, and what sort of experience I want players to have it. But since like there is a lot, and I found myself maybe getting into an scope over overscoping maybe. That is good, that is the exact term I guess. Overscoping my project, and which lead me to doubt myself and lot of stuff, like there are a lot of things going on in my mind. Then second is actually second is since I want my open my game studio in Japan, I need to learn Japanese. And to learn Japanese, yes, of course I need to learn Japanese, practice Japanese, since and so I'm doing it. But like I'm also doing Japanese, I am focusing on coding, I am trying to figure out how to do my project, I am having trouble with my own self. like like waking up is a hurdle to me, is I having problem when I wake up. And when I wake up, my mind is constantly saying me, why do you want to wake up? You can just go into bed and have a sleep. Then the other mind hurdle that, oh very good, you want to go to bed, just go, and your dream will say you goodbye. Then other things say, oh it's cold outside, you should take some rest. And like a lot of annoying thing happening in like morning. That is problem too. And like for like a month or two, I wanted to start exercising, but I still don't able to put up even a one push-ups. That's how annoying, like that's how mentally problematic person I am. Yes, now I can say that I am making an excuses, and yes it is. But honestly I don't have any argument about whether I am good or not, like whether I am right or not. That's a lot. And any one of you who are listening to me, you just laugh at me. Like that's really good thing. Laugh. But what I truly believe is that maybe I guess time is not good for me, or maybe I am not good for time itself. But like I have no other options but to just go on with this cycle. Sort of like every day feels like a monotonous routine. You wake up, you're having problem with waking up. You go to a cold shower, but the battle is with your you just battling with the water itself, telling that, oh water, would you be just be a good hot warm hot water so that I can bath. But then water says, oh no, sorry, just go away. You are not good enough to be a CEO of any company. Fuck you. This sort of things is happening in the morning. Like, like what? Yeah. But yeah, I deserved it since I dream to be way more big than like anyone. So yes, this is what I must go through. Now other things is like Japanese. I am studying Japanese for like a year, but not really in consistent way. It's just like couple of months that I started consistent effort. Now I do understand a lot of stuff like daily stuff, like daily ideas about like they eat, like they talk small talk about what you're doing, how you're doing, what and these things. Not deep enough, also not in even be like medium stuff, but like growth is really slow, and that's annoy me a lot. Then there is this teeth, these braces. Ever since I have these braces, I have stopped eating any kind of junk food, and I'm only eating whatever the thing have cooked in house. And what happened is that I cannot even complain about the food, because one thing is sure that my parents don't have money, and if I am posing that give me a good food, that is a good idea, because I am 20 and I should be earning. And that should be the way it should be, but it is not, since I believe I am not enough worthy to make them feel like they have a good child. Yes, this is the issue to me. Then yeah, like the money is really big issue. That's an entirely big topic to talk about. But one way or another, I am having really issues with the weight I am carrying, and also going more and more. the the thing is, the every single day is just getting harder and harder and harder and harder. You know what, when I was first started to dream to be a big and having a Lamborghini and stuff, I actually think that this is really easy way, and I thought like I just do this and that will happen and that will done and I will have this thing. But now I realize that nothing, first of all, is linear. The thing is, there are crazily exponential bumps and hits. I guess I'm right. Hits that sometimes like you really going to have something so big within a small period of time that you can't even imagine it. And sometimes you have really great dips that you don't even want to remember those. Like in the past, was um, when I was so purposeless, I have no idea of what to do, and still I was wanting to have such a big villa, having a good wife, having a really good what I say, what I say, car, having a company with my name on it, having a lot of money, and giving my father a car and my mother's and ornaments like gold ornaments and other things. I was like overwhelmed with this thing, all this thing, and actually wanted to end my life, though I didn't. But it was really hard. That time was really hard to me. Well, mentally, I am really, I would say that happy, kind of accepted my life as the way it is, but actually trying to improve every single day. And step by step, I am having really fun. Like what the biggest fun about what the biggest thing that I actually get got addicted to is out when I get out of my house and run for a while, like 10 minutes or 20 minutes in a cold, it is insanely rewarding. Like I don't even know that one day I run but and I don't get really good feelings about it. Every single day I am having a really fun doing this thing. And today when I code like a five, I guess five problems, this was the same feeling that when I actually solved the problem myself, it was very, very rewarding. The thing is that I am having less reward, but very satisfying reward. But to have this reward, I am going through a lot of frustration, annoying, and the other stuff. But one way or other, I guess it's too long video. One way or other, I will keep going. Whether it's a AAA game I am trying to make it, or whether it's a small demo. One thing for sure, I have started alone, but my journey will not going to be alone forever. I know one thing, that people will find me out, or maybe I will do, maybe. Yes, that's a lot good challenge. That's the very thing. Maybe I am alone right now, but I will not remain alone. And that's why. Thank you so much to watch this video. You know what? You are watching this video. It's the sign that oh my work is not getting better. Oh, sorry. My work is having a value. And yes, that's what that was all about this video. Thank you so much once again. Not sayonara, but jamata.